You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. Yo, I'm so stupid. Yeah, I thought I was recording this now, but you know, we're here at the closing on the property that I just purchased. I want to introduce you to someone, my agent. He's gonna plug himself. Hold on, y'all.
Sid Ackerman, Beach and River Homes, out of Georgetown, South Carolina, covering Andrews, Georgetown, Pawleys, King Street, surrounding areas. Do a lot of foreclosures, a lot of normal properties too, listings, everything else. And I've been in it since '06, and had the pleasure of selling this man a home. And we're trying to get this thing closed.
And what type of home did I purchase this?
Foreclosure, bank-owned property.
Foreclosure, y'all. Said, give me your telephone number.
843-240-4987.
All right, y'all. We got to get this closing done. I'm at Mama's house, so that's what's going on. I'll be back.
Okay. I'm sorry. You said fill it in.
Yeah, just state and county, please, at the top, if you would.
Okay.
Mind.
Just put
Where?
up here at the top. State of South Carolina, County of Williamsburg. All right. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Somebody's trying to beep in. All right.
Initials?
Okay. All right. So, all right. This is just basically a summary of this entire transaction. The first part says that we've reviewed the settlement statement, which is, of course, what we reviewed at first. And if there is any money left over for whatever reason, on that money would come back to you, like if, some of the calculations were off or something, there was an overage, that money would come back to you. Not as common in a cash closing, more common in a lender deal, but, that it says that in there. This explains the fees you're paying and what we do as a settlement agent, preparing the documents, recording the deeds, and reviewing title, of course. On the second page, says you're of legal age to sign these documents. You understand that as
She wants my
settlement
initials
agent,
at the bottom?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, if you don't mind. Yeah. You want to initial the top line at the bottom on the first page, right?
Yes. Sorry. Well, initial this page. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we move on to the next page?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, so on the second page, it talks about if there are any clerical errors in the document, that we can make those changes without having to re-sign everything. There are none on this. I mean, it's a pretty small package.
So that would basically be like a power of attorney? If basically?
Sorry?
That would basically be like a power of attorney, right?
Yes, and it's just for clerical errors, nothing material to the actual.
Yeah. Nothing involving money or nothing involving.
All right.
And we would see them. I mean, normally if there are any mistakes, I see them, when I'm going through it with you, and we would just change it right here. So after everything's signed, there won't be any changes. And the other thing that's in here somewhere, I might have passed it or jumped ahead, but you'll turn the utilities over if there are any utilities into your name and just out of the seller's name after closing today. And we'll initial the bottom of each page. On the last page, it calls for a date and signature as well.
Okay.
What's on the last page? All of what you said?
Yeah, I kind of jumped around. I go over these so many times, I don't always remember what order they're in. But
They agree with the
closing
with the mortgage. Here's a mortgage.
Yeah, paragraph 10 talks about a mortgage, which there is none on the property.
James
And it talks about reviewing the public
available.
records, which is title, which is what I said earlier. So, no new information on that third page.
Standing intangible taxes related. contract. Intangible taxes. Each applicant has all this on the phone. Alright.
Okay. And this one's got
This is one the date and signature.
Yeah.
9/11/2020. And signature. That's signature right there?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
And initials at the bottom. I don't know why they have the initial at the bottom of a signature page, but.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that.
Yep.
Initials.
Alright, and the next one is the buyer information sheet.
Yep, and that, if you could just fill out your information there, that's just for our file. When we get a copy of the recorded feedback, we'll make sure that the stamped copy gets sent to you at the address you indicate on this form.
Alright, he's filling it out now.
Okay.
And the last one is the wiring instructions here, so there's no place really for him to sign on the last one.
No, that's just, that's just for your information, and,
So he could take this straight to the bank and go ahead and get that wired.
yeah, if you just give that to them, they will, they'll know what to do with it, and they'll be able to send the wire. That has the file number on it.
I'm glad to see y'all had the zip code correct on all of this here. I swear I was looking for that shit. I had
Yeah, I think that was originally my mess up on that one for leaving it first one.
That's alright.
Yeah.
I did. Oh shit.
Can I help you?
Got it. That's alright.
Okay.
I did something that I haven't done for a long time. And that's trust someone in a real estate transaction. No, seriously, man. Listen, man. I'll tell you the portfolio I had in New York.
Yes, sir.
Before that market crash.
Yes, sir. William, quick question for you.
Sure.
Just 1 second, buddy. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure you get. So that's everything that we got. That's the whole package, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And you just wire the money to you, and then that'll be it. Yeah, you'll receive the rest of the stuff in the mail and all.
Yeah, so if you would scan back those documents with a copy of your ID to Sherelle, that's who emailed you over the documents. And then once you receive the documents and the wire, Sherelle will be in touch with you to let you know everything is closed. And if you need any access to the property, like a lock-off or anything like that, she will have that information at that time.
Okay. Well, it's still on my lockbox, I'm assuming, right?
Sorry?
I'm the listing agent too, so it would still be on my lockboxes and everything too, correct?
Yeah, so
Okay.
nothing will change.
Until we get through, All right. I'm gonna take this and go get copies made, and I'll probably just. I'm sure her fax number's on there. I'll probably take a UPS and just go ahead and fax it straight to her, along with a copy of his driver's license. And he'll do the wire transfer, and then I'll probably just email her my wiring instructions too, I guess, and we'll figure it out from there.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Anything else you got, boss?
No, I'm good. So this is your copy.
Yeah, that's mine. That's what I'll take with me.
Alright.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So that's a closing.
That's
all
a
right,
closing.
thank you. Is Miss Peyton? Is Miss Peyton, right? Is that Miss Peyton?
What was your name?
Sorry, it's hard to hear you.
I'm sorry. What he said?
Is that Miss Peyton?
Shannon.
Is your last name Peyton?
Oh, no, that is Sherelle. I'm Shannon Kaufman. I'm the attorney.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Miss Kaufman?
Sherelle Stephen is the closer.
Okay. Well, thank you for your assistance.
Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
not a problem at all. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me back anytime.
Okay.
I have one question.
Sure.
Are you wearing your mask right now?
I am by myself, so no.
Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. All right, now do better.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good day.
All right, thank you. All
Take
right,
care.
bye.
One thing thing she didn't go over that I wanted to make sure you know about primary residence. You probably know that already. If you live in there, make sure you get transferred over, because that'll save you a lot on your taxes.
At the county? When you say
Primary residence, yeah, just get a bill in your name, like light bill, power bill, whatever. Carry it in there, and then they'll change over your assessment rate. Because when you live in it, it's 4%. If you don't live in it, it's a secondary problem, it's 6%. And that don't sound like a lot, but it's actually almost double.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave that right down there, where you can make sure you call it Williamsburg County. That's in King Street too, so it ain't very far from where.
Can you tell me where I go to get a I have to put a door on it because I can't fit in the house. So I can't get anything in it.
I'll find somebody.
I gotta get a permit though. You gotta get a permit.
Yeah, I'll find you. I'll get you the numbers. My wife works up there at the assessor's office.
Thank you.
But I'll be honest, I ain't sure for the building permits who you go through.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to ask her. She's home right now with shingles. Yeah, that's been my week. I got my cast off.
Got your cast
I got my cast off. I kid you not. 2 days later, my wife got shingles.
That's the same as chickenpox for adults, right?
It's the same. It's the virus that causes chickenpox stays in you, and it can manifest in the shingles basically at any time.
And what's she going through? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rash. It usually starts on your back, but it can get other places. Hers did start right here on her side, and it's very painful. Not to touch it, but all the way around surrounding areas and all. And then she slept for 2 days, man. I ain't gonna lie, she's been in the bed the whole time. She just got up this morning finally. But my dad had it. That's the only thing I ever seen that put that man in the bed for more than a week. He was in the bed for a week and a half, and he got up to try to go to work, and I went with him because I was working for him. And when he went to twist, it put him on the ground. It hurts. That's some hurting things, man.
So that was a whole closing set? You gotta be kidding me.
No?
You know what I mean? I did real estate in New York. I've done so many closings that I can't. This table will be full of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got your attorney and your usually paralegals in there taking stuff back and forth, and then your realtor, and then you. But it's gotten the banks. You'll see they want you to do double the work for half the price, and it trickles down to the attorneys too. But usually they'll come out, they'll at least do a satellite closing. They meet you at a McDonald's or something like that where the attorney will go But I've seen it more and more now. They don't meet nobody. Because there's fewer and fewer people like to go. I mean, just like, to be honest with you, I'm hoping you don't have any trouble with your bank. Because some of the banks ain't letting you in.
Now, I went to my bank yesterday and prepared them for all of this.
Okay.
Because I had to put a little more money in. And I said, look, I'm coming in tomorrow. And I'm going to have a wire and instructions. She said, you sure you're not being scammed? I said, I'm not being scammed.
You as I am too. Because this is your copy, just for the blank copy, but on the back pages, that's all you gotta take them.
Alright.
Okay, and make sure they do, put that on it, and then that don't do a ACH, do a wire transfer.
Okay.
Make sure they read it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them will get in, and then they put it in there, and it ends up charging you money, and they got to receive that amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
You gotta watch them, man. I had one time before, they didn't count in the fee. It was a $10 fee. And it screwed up the whole works. I had to go back and redo it because it ain't no big deal except for they have to account for every dollar.
Right.
And if it don't match up, it's got to come from somewhere. That means they got to change the paper. And when they change the paper, anything to do with money, you got to sign again. You know what I'm saying? They could change like an I that ain't dotted or a misspelling or something, but they can't change nothing with money.
I got quoted $17,000 for AC.
What? No.
Well, well, the receipt, what's upstairs in the closet behind the wall? Or the upstairs unit? Receiver or something?
You know that thing in the middle of the kitchen is a duct, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Don't do that. I got a friend of mine that works for Gray Man out of Paulie's, and he done mine. I got 2 units.
Said there's mold so bad in the ductwork and stuff, and in the receiver and stuff. He said I need 2 new units, a unit for downstairs and a unit for upstairs.
Okay.
And I didn't need no new ductwork. They could clean out the ductwork and put some UV lights in there to mold from coming back. All for a total of only $17,000. I think it was called 1 Hour AC or something like that. You ever heard of them?
Yeah, they're a big company. They all up at the beach and all that, but
Yeah.
I got, without the units,
Uh-huh.
I got, again, the guy works for Gray Man, but he does a side hustle. And he's putting 2 units in, full duct work. Because I'm moving mine, the house that I'm working on, they put units under the house. It's a nightmare. Anytime anything goes wrong, you got to crawl under the house to get to it.
Why are they putting them under the house?
No, that's where they were. I'm moving them. They were under the house. They ain't going under the house now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they put the units, the original units were under the house, but I'm putting them up in the attic. And I'm running all new ductwork because all the old ductwork's in the floor. So I'm running all new ductwork. Now I got the units. I went on Facebook and kept picking around until I found the units I wanted. And
I can do that too. I mean, I don't know how to.
yeah,
I don't
it's
know
up to
anything
you.
about
Yeah,
this
it's
stuff.
up to you. Find out what tonnage you need, and then you go on Facebook.
Somebody said 3 ton or something like that.
Yeah, that's 4. I bought one. I bought a 4 ton for $400. Now I call it again. I do this. I'm always looking because I got a rental one and I got this one I'm working on and I got another one I'm trying to
Beth
flip.
said y'all have a nice house too. I was like, I said I felt uncomfortable. I said, well, you know what his house looked like. She said, oh, one of the teachers we were driving by and she showed it to me. She said, yeah, it's a nice house.
I bought a house for $25,000.
I never seen it.
And gutted it. And
see,
it wasn't.
That's what I got to do.
Yeah, but now
But I don't have the money.
I
fell down the stairs trying to get up to that bathroom yesterday and almost broke my face on that toilet. It scared the hell out of me.
Did you start painting?
Huh?
Did you start painting?
No.
Denise?
I bought paint.
Yeah.
I put it there.
Okay. Was the wall originally gray? I don't remember.
Yeah, them wall.
I walked in there and I seen the paint.
I haven't done anything.
It's fine.
I just
I
put
didn't
a
say
bench in
that.
there
I
yesterday. That was
went
yesterday I put that there. That's when I fell. That shit scared me.
I went there the other day. I can't remember what day it was. Anyway, ain't no big deal. I was just like, I ain't taking no pictures of the paint because they make us take pictures and stuff. But it's fine. They'll probably call me, Lord willing, later today. Depends on how fast the wire goes through. And then you'll be done. I don't foresee any other problems.
Yeah, I broke my neck.
Just be careful, man.
I was trying to get measurements.
Yeah.
And boy, that scared
Well,
me
if
so
you need
bad.
the AC.
I wonder why that's raised up like that because they got the plumbing under that, right? For that.
I'm assuming. With that second, yeah, I'm assuming so. But they, anyway, the AC things, I got the full duct work being put in total because now that's ain't counting the units. I got 2 units being put in, but 2 units duct work for it is going to be $6,000. You know what I mean?
I mean,
and that's
a whole lot better than $17,000.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all.
What about that mold and stuff that this guy was talking about? And it's in the closet upstairs, behind the wall, in the closet. So they got to take that sheetrock out.
They say don't use bleach.
And put a wall up.
But use vinegar. Vinegar to kill it, and then kills it. But now, I mean, it's up to you. I ain't telling you. I'm not a home inspector, nothing like that. I'm just telling you what I've done before.
And how you get that inside? I mean, I got to get in there and clean it, I guess?
Yeah, we'll get somebody to clean it. Or either you can take the sheetrock out and do it, and spray it with vinegar, and then kilts over the other part of it. But, again, retail, they gonna charge you. You know what I mean? That's how they make their money. But it's all what you want to do. You know what I mean? You get a warranty and all that with them. But
I get a warranty and all that with the American Home Shield too, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Tell you what to do, but like I said, I don't know the company. I don't know the 1 hour one. You know what I mean? That's just like Terminex. You know Terminex. Everybody works with Terminex.
I just signed with Terminex this morning.
They all right. Let me tell you what they are. Whenever I get it's fine. Whenever I get a CL 100, I don't use Terminex.
You know why I did this? You know why I did that with Terminex? Because I got sold, bro. You know, I want to protect my investment.
That's what they do. That's what makes this my experience with Terminex. I got a friend that works for it.
$1,500 I signed for it, man. 1507.
For the year?
Yep. I'm crying about it, I'm telling you, because I really can't afford it, but, I mean, please tell me.
Listen, this is what my problem is with Terminex. Terminex is a sales, people don't realize Terminex is a sales company. When they come out to inspect it, they don't make nothing because the guys inspecting only make a percentage of whatever they're paying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they looking for something to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So every time I have them come out to do because by law, if you were getting a loan, this package would be that thick. You know what I mean? It'd be all mortgage and all that.
I know.
But when they come out, they're always looking to sell something.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can't find, some of the companies, if they can't find something, they'll make something up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
And Terminex is the most expensive company you can get. I'll give you an example. I had one in right outside of Andrews, Thompson Road, I believe it was. Big house, and Terminex came out there to do it, and they noted high moisture. Okay, that's no problem. I understand that. They wanted, they wanted to encapsulate. It was $7,200 and something for a full encapsulation, and that's not counting wiring, getting an electrician to wire for the dehumidifier. All right, called a different company. Come out there and looked at it. Stark, which is a national brand. They come out with 4,000 something for the same service.
Mm-hmm.
So I called a third company, and they were out of King Street. Harris Pest Control, I believe. No, that was out of Manning.
Okay.
They came out, they looked at it, and they said, all you need is a moisture barrier. And open this vent here and yada, yada, yada. $2,200. They signed off and guaranteed it for a year and yada, yada, yada.
What's the moisture barrier?
Plastic underneath the house. Yours you ain't got to worry about because yours is on a slab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you ain't got to worry about it. But now for houses that are raised, they crawl underneath there and they test everything to make sure there ain't no moisture.
Is it the same thing like as a vapor barrier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
But now, the encapsulation is when they wrap everything in plastic
Mm-hmm.
and put a dehumidifier in,
Mm-hmm.
which costs more and it burns electricity.
Yeah.
So.
But it keeps your wood and stuff.
Right. But they said you don't, because if you have proper air circulation and you don't have the moisture, because down here what you have this time of the year, I have trouble with getting a clean CL100 on anything because high humidity and a lot of rain.
Yeah.
It's just it makes for a nightmare. But that company, I don't care for Terminex too much. I try not to use them, especially in Georgetown.
And I didn't even shop it around.
I'll give you another example.
Right.
Because see, Terminex has they're always out there. They have all those commercials. You don't see Stark commercials. You don't see Harris Pest Control. You don't see none of the rest of them.
Right.
And Terminex is a sales company. Because what that guy is, when he comes out there, he makes a commission of what he sells you. So he's trying to sell you the highest thing.
Right.
And see, to me, in my opinion, it's a conflict of interest. Because if I have him checking the house and he stands to make money, if the house has problems, he's going to find problems.
He's going to find money.
And the guy told me, he said, man, I come out here and I do the CL100s. He said, it makes about $7 to do the CL100. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, the old company I was with, they used to pay me a certain amount and I only paid them a certain amount. He said, but how I make my money is getting in the door with a contract or getting in the door when you have a problem. And I get a percentage. You know what I mean? It's a crop. That's why I'm trying to find a company that does independent CL100s. If it's got problems, we want to fix them, but we don't want them to make problems. Hey, same company, Terminex. Because see, I can't pick who you use. I can't tell you who to use.
Mm-hmm.
Same company. There's a different branch. The one out of King Street done that one. Florence. One out of Georgetown. I had a little old house, probably about less square footage than yours.
Mm-hmm.
Guy come out. And it was an older house. He said, y'all have powder post beetles. He said, but they only in one corner. And the thing that saved me was my buyer was standing right there with me. Because that's why I'm always on my inspections and all that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but I'll talk to my boss man. If he'll let me just spray that corner, that would take care of your problem. We'll put it under bond. He said, and for that corner, you're probably looking at, it was $800 and something bucks I could spray that side for. It ain't very many square foot. He said, but if he makes me do the whole thing, you're still probably looking maybe $1,500. No problem. That was a Friday. Monday